I never used to believe in ghosts. I was the guy who would laugh at paranormal shows and tell my friends they were just seeing things. That all changed about 6 months ago, right after I moved into this old house on the edge of town. It was a fixer-upper, built in the early 1900s, full of character and, as I would soon find out, full of something else too. For peace of mind, I installed a new security system with cameras covering the main living areas and the front and backyards. For the first few weeks, everything was normal. I'd check the footage occasionally, mostly just to see the neighborhood cats wandering through my garden. Then, the strange things started happening. It began with small stuff. I'd come home and find a cabinet door wide open, one I swore I had closed. Keys I left on the kitchen counter would be on the floor. I brushed it off as me being forgetful, the stress of a new house. You know how it is? But then came the noises, faint whispers that seemed to come from empty rooms. The distinct sound of footsteps creaking on the floorboards upstairs when I was alone downstairs, watching TV. My dog, Buster, a usually fearless German shepherd, started acting weird. He'd stand in the middle of the living room, hackles raised, growling at absolutely nothing. He'd refuse to go into the hallway at night, whining and hiding behind my legs. That's when my casual forgetfulness theory started to fall apart. I was getting spooked, but I still tried to find a rational explanation. Old house, settling sounds, drafts, and overactive imagination. The real proof, the undeniable evidence that something was seriously wrong, came from the security cameras. One night, I was woken up by Buster barking frantically. I grabbed my phone to check the live feed from the living room camera. My heart nearly stopped. The footage showed Buster in the corner, barking at the empty armchair by the fireplace, but it wasn't empty. As I stared at the screen, a faint, misty shape was visible, slowly forming in the chair. It was translucent, like smoke, but it had a vaguely human outline. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, thinking I was still half asleep. But it was still there. I could see the pattern of the armchair right through it. While I watched, paralyzed, one of the throw pillows on the couch next to the chair slowly, deliberately, lifted into the air about a foot, hovered for a second, and then dropped back onto the cushion. I couldn't breathe. I was watching this on my phone from the safety of my bedroom, but the living room was just down the hall. Buster was down there with whatever that was. I saved the clip, my hands shaking so badly I could barely tap the screen. Then I built up every ounce of courage I had, grabbed the heaviest flashlight I owned, and crept downstairs, calling Buster's name. By the time I got there, the room was empty. The air was freezing cold, a stark contrast to the rest of the house. The misty figure was gone. The pillow was back on the couch. Only Buster was there, whimpering by the door, desperate to get out. From that night on, checking the security footage became an obsession, and the camera kept capturing things my own eyes couldn't see. It was like the infrared night vision mode was picking up a spectrum of light or energy that was invisible to me. I have hours of footage now, orbs of light, the size of golf balls, zipping through the kitchen at night. Faint, shadowy figures moving just at the edge of the frame in the hallway. The most terrifying clip is from last week. The camera in the dining room captured the heavy wooden table vibrating slightly. Then, one by one, each of the 4 chairs slowly scraped away from the table, moving about a foot back, as if unseen guests were politely excusing themselves after a meal. I watched it happen in real time on the monitor. I ran into the room, and the chairs were exactly as I saw them on the screen, pushed back. But the room was still, silent, and empty. I started doing some research on the house's history. It turns out, a family lived here for over 50 years, from the 1920s to the 70s. The local historical society had an old newspaper article. The entire family, a mother, father, and their 2 young children, all vanished from the house one night in 1973. No trace of them was ever found. Their car was still in the garage. All their belongings were in place. Dinner was half eaten on the dining room table. The police were baffled. The case went cold and was eventually forgotten. Until now. Am I living with the ghosts of this lost family? Are they trying to communicate? The activity is getting more frequent, more bold. Last night, the camera recorded a child's laughter. There are no children in this neighborhood. I don't know what to do. I've shown the footage to a few close friends. One thinks I should sell the house and run. Another thinks I should contact a paranormal investigation team. Part of me is terrified, but another part is curious. These cameras are showing me a world that exists right alongside our own. One we're completely blind to. You feel like you've pulled back a curtain I can never close again. Every time my phone buzzes with a motion alert from my security system, my blood runs cold. Primera habitolu. I have to know what it sees, what's happening in my house when I'm not looking, or even when I am. The scariest part is, I'm not just watching them anymore. I have this chilling feeling that they know they're being watched, and I'm not sure they like it. Every night I go to sleep wondering what new horror the morning's footage will reveal. I'll keep recording, and I'll keep sharing what I find. If you have any advice, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.